Good morning. Let's do a weekly recap. Let's go over this week and see what went wrong and what went right. I was sitting at an 100% win rate and a net P&L of like $70 or something until the end of the month, and then I took a loss. But it's okay because this P&L is much better than my last P&L, so I'm happy overall. And losses are a part of trading, so it's all good, but I've managed my risks, so we're still profitable overall. So again, we have that $53 gain. This month was a very hard month for me in finding good entries and finding opportunities to trade. I just feel like the price action on gold was not good. Putting lip on one. And I only trade gold at this stage. In this month, I'll be forward testing NASDAQ, but I won't be, oh, sorry, it's my alarm. I won't be live trading that at this point, but I'll be forward testing it. So it'll be interesting to see if I get some more entries than gold, because gold has, it's given me not very good entries this month, but yeah, I'm okay with that. But yeah, that's also part of the reason why the P&L is pretty low. And then the trade win is 66.67%. I got 2 winning trades and 1 loser trade and 1 break-even trade, which was just me entering it wrong. Profit factor 3.1. Daily win is the same as the trade win. Average win to loss, because I'm only really targeting like small RR. And yeah, I don't really know what else to go through on here. Those are the trades. Again, that's the one that I did that was wrong. Yeah, this is the month. Again, it was a lot of no trading. Because there really was not that much opportunity, but that's fine. Let's go into the daily journal. Let's have a look at the actual trades that I took. Are we gonna go through the whole week? Yes. For a second, I don't know why I thought we were doing a monthly analysis, and I was like, no. But if you look at the week, because if we're doing a weekly analysis, I'll show you the week to be transparent. Wait, this is the wrong week. What about last week? I'm too tired for this. This is my last week. But I just feel like the month makes more sense. This is my overall P&L. Yeah, if I didn't take that last loss, I would be up, but we're negative $1 up, but that's okay. It's basically break even. So I don't mind. I'm not gonna like beat myself up over it. Like it's gonna get there at some point. But there's gonna be lessons, and that's okay. Where am I focused to? Last month, there we go. That's what I want to keep it on, because if you don't already know, I've been live trading on gold on ICC for 3 months, and the first month was unprofitable because I hadn't done enough backtesting, and it was just my first month of trading the strategy live. So yeah, it was unprofitable. It was a lot of lessons, a lot of learning. And then the second month, I had a psychological problem, but other than that, I had a psychological problem which took a lot of my profits out, but I did stay profitable. And then the third month, I was profitable. Well, this is the third month, and it's profitable. So yeah. That's what we're doing. Daily journals. Let's go on Monday. Now I'm going through the days where I didn't trade so we can see what are the common factors. Why am I not trading? Is it a technical issue? Is it a psychological issue? What can I work on this week? I've got my notepad here, which I'm going to write down a few things from the weekly analysis that I can work on. The weekly recap. And yeah, we'll see if there's any common denominators. So I'm going to mainly be checking setups I'm waiting for and the invalidation and reason for sitting out. So setups I was waiting for price to break a level. I didn't have a bias, and then the invalidation is if price stays in a range. I got a bearish indication. I guess it was too late in session and there was no continuation. And there was no news that day. But key takeaways is observe the market conditions. What to do better with my affirmations. I know this week I didn't do my daily routine with my affirmations and stuff, so I need to do better on that. Did I follow my plan? Yes. Emotion, I was tired, skeptical of market conditions. Okay, yeah, and that's the indication that I got. This is a similar setup that I think Trades by Side took a trade. Like he took this indication setup. This is interesting. That's that one that I chose to sit out on. And then here we have I was waiting for the new indication, the bearish indication. I'm going to assume if there's no setup, I'll sit out. Opportunity observed, a new indication and correction and no continuation. No continuation was my reason for sitting out. I got really eager when Sky said that he was in a trade, and I was really looking to get in on a trade. I didn't do my affirmations. More study, more back test. So I need to study ICC more. But yeah, that's where Trades by Sky got his entry. This is a really flattering photo of me. But yeah, and then this is the indication and correction that I observed, and that Sky also observed and said could have been a really good entry. Not a really good entry, but he said you could have entered here in accordance with ICC. I was also waiting for price to get below this level because I knew there was buyers sitting there. And you can see that price did chop around that area. Continuation. I was still looking for that continuation. Price pushed up, but my psychology was struggling. Oh, I didn't do a morning analysis. Yeah, okay, I didn't do a morning analysis this day. Interesting. But price pushed up and my psychology was struggling. Conflicted, confused, and chaotic. Felt a lot of I felt conflicted a lot this week. I wasn't very confident in my analysis until Friday, where I just didn't care and I just entered into a trade. Yeah. Key takeaways: sometimes it's better not to trade. Try calm down and reach price better and move to the 4 hour. So I noted that I need to move to the 4 hour this day, and then on Friday I didn't listen to the 4 hours. So that's interesting. The price pushed up, which messed with my analysis because I was like, well, price has broken this point of resistance here, so is it bullish or is it bearish? And we saw that it did kind of continue going bearish, but it did actually form a higher low, and then it formed this level of support. So if I did want to ever get in on a trade, I could have got in on it when it got below this level. However, there was that like choppiness before. Oh no, I could have got in below this level or even below here, but then the price went down to make this level of support, and then it pushed up and then hit the support again, and that's when I could have really closed out once I saw that price was moving against me. But I don't know, I feel like sitting out of the trade was a good idea because I was waiting for more clear price action. So just because Trades by Side got into a trade, it doesn't mean that I need to. Just gotta remind myself that all the time because he's got like years of experience and I've got 3 months. Like, come on, humble yourself, girl. But yeah, so anyway, what was I waiting on? Reactions off the level. If price is choppy, I'll sit out. Originally there was no setup, but there was a continuation setup. Psychology right, so I played it safe with alerts and they weren't hitting. Okay, this is when I was like really confused and overwhelmed, and there was a setup, but I didn't take it because my psychology wasn't good, and I was just conflicted. Overload, and I was really strict with myself. Did I follow my plan? Yes. Mistakes. Notice I didn't see the pre-established ICC setup. Key takeaways: I don't have to risk money to learn. I need to make note of that. I don't have to risk money to learn. I think this has probably been one of the best psychology days that I've ever had, because my psychology was so strong this day, because I was just like, nah, I'm conflicted, I'm confused. What I'm gonna do and what's the best decision is just to observe how the market plays out and just have my levels really conservative rather than forcing an entry. So I'm really proud of my psychology on this day. What I'll do better tomorrow is try to see price clear and move to the high time frame if needed. I swear to God, if this was a Thursday, I think it was a Thursday. Anyway, okay, yeah, this is where I saw that continuation setup, because if you look here and mark this high, you can see that price broke that, made an indication, made a correction, made a higher low, and then I could have taken that continuation in New York session, but I didn't, because it had already made that bearish indication and price had been breaking lows. So I thought that price was going down, and then look, it is the Friday where I was like, I don't have to risk money to learn how to trade, and then I took a trade for like no reason. I wasn't 100%. I didn't listen to the 4 hour, and I was distracted by other things that were going on that day, so I wasn't even present on the charts. But so that's how I was waiting for. My bias was buys. I was waiting for a new indication, correction, and continuation. If price didn't give me an entry, then I wouldn't get in. I saw a bullish ICC setup. Reason for entry was the lower time frame bullish structure. I was distracted. I wasn't focusing. I wasn't caring or locking in. No 4 hour candle close, no 5 minute candle close. So I didn't wait for the candle close on the lower time frame, and the indication was not. It didn't give a 4 hour candle close. So I needed to know that there was always opportunities and be patient and listen to the high time frames, and listen to the high time frames when it comes into trading with presence and a better mindset, and also just being patient. So I think the key takeaways this week, this is the setup, by the way. I think that's that 4 hour indication where I was like, look, the indication on the 4 hour was not good. But yeah, overall there's a lot of good takeaways. Let's do a little journal and write it down, because I feel like if you don't write it down, it's just gonna go straight over your head. Week ending, I think this was the 2nd of the 11th of 2025. I'm trying to make sure I keep looking at the times and trying to make sure I still have time to do my morning analysis. I'm gonna need to give myself a little bit extra time, because because I'm marking up NASDAQ as well. I have a green tongue because I'm drinking my matcha this morning, so just ignore that. -1 best trade wise, sitting out Thursday was my best trade. Worst trade, jumping in without the 4 hour. On Friday, I think that was one of my big mistakes. Days I sat out, 1 to Thursday, no clear price action. Again, the best trades are the ones that you don't take. And I'm really trying to emphasize that. Like, even the other week, when I took a trade, I was like, no, the best trade that I took was this day that I didn't take a trade, because I really wanted to take a trade and I sat out. So I think just staying accountable with that is just going to help me a lot. Did I follow my rules? I'm going to give myself a 5, because I didn't do my daily analysis and I broke my rule on the Friday. So did I overtrade? But I kept my rules on Monday to Thursday. Did I overtrade? No. Emotional patterns, conflicted, confused, and chaotic. What I'm proud of, my discipline Thursday, what needs fixing, just getting more confident in my analysis. And using the 4-hour more and listening to the higher time frames. I just need to trust the higher time frames. What setups work best? When I didn't enter off of the Wednesday, I think that Wednesday when I was looking to enter cells, I'm glad I didn't enter because there was something in me that told me not to enter, even though Trades by Sai was saying that it was a good opportunity, but I didn't enter, and I'm pretty proud of that because I wanted to get an entry, but price never ended up making that lower low to go to that indication level. So I'm glad that I didn't take it because otherwise I wouldn't have seen that proper indication. Seeing price go to that indication, and upon studying yesterday, I understood like, okay, you can take your trade out on the support. And yeah, I think just taking that opportunity to sit out and just learn was good. What setup didn't work? Friday, jumping in without the 4-hour. Market conditions were just choppy and not super clear. And also kind of a reversal. But some people are saying that they just saw sales the whole week, but I didn't. I saw a little bit of a reversal. But yeah, that was my weekly recap. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I definitely enjoyed doing it. It's definitely giving me clarity on where I'm at, and I feel like I can come into this new month fresh and ready to just start with a fresh, clean slate. And yeah, I'm excited for this new month, and I'm excited to do some more learning and also start marking up NASDAQ and hopefully seeing some more entries that I could potentially take, and yeah, just practice my skill a little bit more in different price action. But yeah, so if you guys aren't already, can you please subscribe? I document my entire journey trading, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing my mistakes and where I think I did go well. And yeah, I'll see you guys later today. Bye.